everyone, I hope you enjoyed that new intro. Last week I announced that I would be changing the name of my channel from Charity Channel to E&M, and I thought I would take this opportunity to show you how I made that intro. Now currently I don't know what this intro looks like, so you know something before I do. But I have to admit, I'm no graphics expert. I could never create something like that from scratch. So what I like to do is I use this site called Panzoid. It's a really good site for people who create templates, basic forms of intros that you can just customize slightly to your own preference to make it your own. So you just go into Panzoid like this, and it's got things like Clipmaker and videos editors which you can use for your posts, but instead of creating one from beginning, say like in Clipmaker, I prefer to use a community template, as I am no computer whiz, I'm not going to lie about that. So you can go through them for like the popular ones, which I've seen actually a lot of YouTubers use. I've recognised a few of them. And then there are the newest ones, which people have been made recently. But here is actually one that I found earlier, which I particularly liked for its multicolouredness. Now here is where all the interesting part is. If I just do this, it shows you your templates where you can, if you wish, if you see one that's similar or one that you like better, you can click on it and change that. Here is your basic editings, your scene, which involves your background, which is this lovely multicoloredness, adding objects into this, like lights and flying shapes, effects, camera angles, audio music, and then finally you download this. Right, we're going to start at the beginning. Now, when it comes to video resolution, I recommend staying on 180p because any lower is just not very good, and any higher means that uploading these kinds of small clips takes an absolute age. So I like to keep it on 180p, and you can also change the length of it at 10 seconds, but that is a general length of most intros, so I'm going to keep it like that. Now, as you can see, this page is quite clear here, showing the name, but when I click off this button here, it shows it like this. It puts it in an all-round 3D perspective so that you can see exactly what's going on and how it's moving. This allows you to change the angle of things, the direction they're going in, and plot charts and plot direction for it to move around the screen. This is so you can sort of see it from a zoomed out perspective. It also allows you to see clearly backgrounds and other things like that. Now, speaking of backgrounds, it currently is on space, which is this lovely effect right here. But I'm just going to show you a couple of the other ones. You can have things like, you can have a background like Tron, which is like the original old-fashioned Tron with all the lines and the grid. You can have space, which is preferentially my favourite one, all those stars. But I think for now I'm going to keep it on space because I like all those dots in the background, all those little shining particles. Anyway, moving on, objects. This is where you can add some pretty cool stuff. As you can see, this allows you to move it around and things like that, but I'm going to put this back on the view screen because I want to be able to see the effect it will have when I add it. Now, this is what I like to call particles, so I'm going to add some particles on the background. You can change the colour of them to anything you kind of like. I'm going to make them all white so that they stand up because it is a completely multicoloured background, so any kind of colour would be a bit pointless. Now the next important thing to do is text. When it comes to things like text, you have to, because this has a 3D effect. Sorry, I've clicked on the wrong thing there. This currently has 3D text, so it means that you have two layers. So when you change the name of it to say E&M, or whatever channel name you wish to enter, you have to do it twice, because as you can see that is a confusing mess right now. You can also have a look through a couple of fonts, see how they would look But remember, you've got to change it on both of them. That's some nice block writing. Let's have a look. Ooh, subatomic tsunami. I rather like that font, so I'm going to keep it with that. I'm just trying to keep this video simple for you guys. Here is where it gets a little bit complicated, where you can change colour, pixels, all sorts of things like that. But let's not go into this too much. Effects is things that you can put throughout the video that would make the screen do different things. A fisheye would give it a very quick sort of zoomed in kind of effect, and a mirror would split the screen down the middle and do a reflection either side of the words. If I have a look through, let's see if we can have a see what they would do. So that was the fisheye, just zooming in there. And that is the reflection effect right there. Apologies for it being a little bit of a skittish right now. I have to render the video before I download it. This is also getting a little complicated, where you can change angle, shape, speed of the video and all that. I'm not going to go into that too much. Final aspect is to select an audio file. Now I went out and I searched one earlier on so that I have one prepared for you. I'm just going to bring that up for you now. So when it's come in, I can click this button here, which shows the sound waves, which shows that I have now got audio mixed in with it. And I don't particularly want to put, I like it when my intros come in with like a big bang of sound, so I'm not going to go ahead and do any fade-ins, but fading out at the end, I'm going to say 1 second, 1.5 seconds out. Just to sort of slightly fade out, knowing that it's come to the end of the intro, and I'm going to leave it at that. Now, the last thing you have to do is rendering it. Now, I like to give it a good quality. You can go for balanced, which is okay. Fastest render I would not recommend because it won't be very good quality. And as it says, extreme quality, very good, but it's very slow at rendering. So leave it on a good quality. And then it's just the end result of starting the video render. Now this can usually take quite some time, so I'm going to get back to you when this is actually finished, and I'll show you how to quickly download it, and it should just go straight into your downloads, in which you can use your intro straight from there as many times as you like. So once your video is finished rendering, you just click here where it says download, and it should bring you to this page. It should download your file quite quickly, and once it's downloaded, you'll be able to go into your files, into your downloads, and the video should be down there. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and that it was instructful, and that it made sense at the very least. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Peace out.